Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video, guys. Last week I've uploaded a video regards to Orya Maqbool Jan's one video, which was regards to one Jewish rabbi, and these predictions and things are going to change big time. And I've recorded about almost 20 minutes video, and the link is in the description below if you want to know a bit of background of that video and why I've recorded a video and what was the reasons behind that, guys. So there is no such a big thing. I'm not criticizing Orya Maqbool Jan directly, but what I wanted to say that before you upload a video, please make sure you do some research, find some facts and figures before you create this sensation in the media. And I know there's all ratings and all views and fan following and everything. This is social media tactics, guys. But again, sometimes I think they go too far. And it needs to be, pinpoint in a way. It needs to be like rectified, just to say that, look, don't talk nonsense without any research, okay? So last night, by chance, I watched another video, and that was again from Orya Maqbool Jan, and the video was basically corona vaccine. Through corona vaccine, there's to be a microchip going to be inserted in every human body, and just to control. And then there's the news in the New York Times about the vaccine, and then whole world will circle around the Jewish things, and it's just simply utter nonsense at the moment what they're talking. We are already under one world order. There's no doubt about that, okay? We all follow whatever we've been shown, what I've been told, or what I've been asked to do. We do those things anyway. You don't have much of a choice anyway. Now let's talk about the very first thing, corona vaccine. In this video, Orya Maqbool Jan says, well, this vaccine is so expensive and not everybody can afford it, and even in America only few people will be able to afford it. Guys, that is an utter nonsense. This is not the case. The vaccine is not expensive, number one. Number two, the vaccine is being launched in UK, where I live, in United Kingdom, okay? The 100,000 doses have been already bought by UK government to to give it to the elderly people who are old and more at risk. It's ordered for those. They are going to order almost 100 million doses. 100 million doses of Pfizer. That's the vaccine. The reason why the UK has ordered the vaccine, because it came out more effective, and it's shown really promising results, and the trials been quite successful. So that's the reason why UK has gone for that. There's another one, AstraZeneca, that is also under the trials, but it's not fully processed and approved yet. The reason behind that is that everything goes through a trial. In European countries, if a vaccine is launched and it's not effective, or it shows any side effects and things like that, that then it's going to be a court battle starts, and the company has to pay so much a fine. That's the reason behind that. It's taking a bit of time, but the vaccine is not expensive, guys. So many countries, the rich countries, have bought loads of doses, 3 times more. And you can understand the countries like Middle East, Saudi Arabia, all the rich countries, they have bought a lot of vaccine. Quite a few people in UK, especially, they're giving to doctors, nurses, frontline staff who are dealing with the corona vaccine, people who work in hospitals, care homes, and then the most vulnerable people, like people who are in, let's say, 60, 70, 80 years old, or people with the underlying health condition, they will be the first one to get the vaccine. Normally in UK, every winter people get flu jabs as well, flu vaccine. They give it anyways. It's a free of cost to all the people who wants to have. They even give it to kids as well. The kids go to school, they also get the flu jab, because they are the one probably more at risk, and also the more elderly people. So that's number one thing I would disagree. It's not expensive, guys. It will be coming to the other countries at some point, but it's just the process. Okay, guys, so don't worry about that. Vaccine is ready, and vaccine will be delivered to most of the countries around the globe, and every country will buy, because it is BioNTech company, and it's a German, and the guy who basically owns a Turkish doctor. So there is a lot of research has been involved in there, guys. So don't take things negative way. Vaccine is out there. So let's hope that things will get better very soon. Number 2, the Jewish rabbi that we keep mentioning in the last video as well. His name is Amnon Ishtak. Last video, the name was pronounced by Orya Maqbool Jan was Amun Ishaq. It's not Amun Ishaq. In this video, it says Amun Ishaq. So Mr. Orya Maqbool Jan, please, when you pronounce a name, make sure you are pronouncing the correct name. Most of the time, you are jumping over the words. This guy, trust me, it's a Jewish rabbi, don't take me wrong, it is a Jewish rabbi, but it's the same thing as you have different peers in Pakistan who wants to have so many fan following, and all these things they do. There are some extremist Jewish rabbi as well who look at every single thing and think, oh, it's a controversy, it's a conspiracy theory going on, this and that. There's a lot going on anyway in the world, I mean, if you look at it. Let's talk about the microchip. Through corona vaccine, they are going to install or insert a microchip in your body. Now, the vaccine is purely water, number 1 thing. Number 2, if I want to compare a modern chip, microchip, put it this way, your mobile phone is a microchip. Wherever you go, who you're talking to, what you're searching on internet, which places you visit, everything is recorded on that device, the mobile phone. These days, everybody has mobile phone. You have your own individual number. You can be traced from anywhere. They will know exactly where you are, your calls being traced, things like that. So if I'm going to look at the microchip, that is the phone. Your mobile phone has got everything on it. Okay, you won't even know. In your settings there'll be option where it can be checked. How many places have you visited? Where did you go? It's everything on there. Who you've been talking to, who you've been texting to, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, all this Instagram, and all these things are interlinked together. So you can't hide, or you can't say that nobody knows what you're doing. That phone it's tracked, it traced, and it shows everything what you do. So they don't need to put like this sort of chip in your body, and that is only through a water dosage. If you look at the vaccine, it's a liquid, it's like a watery liquid. How can they insert that watery liquid in your body through a syringe? Okay, so guys, think with the common sense. Don't believe any utter nonsense. Okay, Jewish rabbi, I'm telling you, this guy has predicted so many things in the past and nothing has come true. If you want to know the information, I'm going to put the link in the description below for my previous video, and when you go there you will find a complete information in the description with proper references, and that information came out from Israel as well. It's not that somebody else talking about it, it came out from Israel. And the guy clearly mentioned that please do not take everything into controversy and conspiracy theory, because that is not the truth. So that's 2 things I've kind of clarified there. And the way they make things up that, oh, this is going to happen and that is going to happen. In this particular video, with the title is Orya Maqbool Jan, New York Times shocked the world, 11 December 2020 new news. Now, this anchor person in this video, journalist, he did have a bit of common sense. He did kind of put Orya Maqbool Jan into a little bit of difficulty. He asked him the question, do you believe in this theory? Do you really believe that this is the truth? Do you believe the Jewish rabbi? And then the Orya Maqbool Jan just kind of, it just kind of goes left, right, center, doesn't give any exact answer. Then we're talking about vaccine. He said, do you know what the vaccine is? Do you know what the vaccine does? And he goes, it normally is alert your system. Trust me, the vaccine is not to alert your system. Vaccine basically it's created of proteins, right? That protein basically it boosts your immune system, and your immune system means when you have a bacteria in your body, this vaccine can be created by let's say the normal flu vaccines is created from eggs, like chicken eggs. If you don't know that the vaccine is created from chicken eggs, okay, and that boosts the immune system. It works on most of the flu kind of, let's say flu infections or flu if you have. But with the corona vaccine, because it's a different kind of virus, so they have to create something, let's say, a bit more sensitive in a way. Because what corona does is it fills the water in your lungs. So right, so this is what happens, and that's where you probably get pneumonia. And then, so the best thing to avoid is take a lot of steam. There's a lot of steam machines available these days, or you can use a home, boil the water, and whole winter, if you feel that you've got the cold, take as much steam as possible. It simply will melt, and it will clear your airways inside, it will clear your nostrils, it will help on your lungs, it'll improve your breathing. So this is the best thing you can do by just taking a lot of steam, and just breathing a lot of steam, boiling hot water. Just use that, guys. So I would suggest, and then he says the whole world will follow the Jews directions in a way. That's not, trust me guys, this is happening already. All your banks are owned by Jews, all your infrastructure is owned by Jews, all the technology is owned by this big trillionaires. So what can you do? What kind of choice do you have? Do you get me? So simply just perform the best whatever you can in the given circumstances, and do not think too much about these controversies, because it's all about it's everybody trying to sell their material and just to see that they have a lot of fan following and things like this. This is exactly what's going on, guys. So there is no such a thing of you're gonna get a microchip through the coronavirus vaccine. Number two, the vaccine is not expensive, like Orya Maqbool Jan said. Oh, there's only a few people in America would be able to afford it. England just bought 100,000 doses, guys, just to start off. They're gonna have 2.5 million doses by end of December, and by the next year, mid 2021, they're gonna have about 60 million doses, guys. It's been produced in Belgium, okay? It's been made in Belgium, so it can be easily distributed to other parts of the world. Russia's made their own vaccine as well, guys. So they are selling for about $6. $6 for a vaccine, guys. So, you know what I mean? You just create a big scene out of nothing and trying to put fear in the people's heart and the minds and trying to make them scared. The guys, vaccine is up there. It's not expensive. At some point, every country will buy the best vaccine they can, depending on each geographic location of the country, and that's exactly how it's going to be. In New York Times, guys, there's a lot. Medical industry or pharmaceutical industry it's a very profitable business, and people do all sorts around the globe to make maximum profit out of it, guys. So this is very a common issue. What he's mentioned in New York Times, that's just a simply ordinary story about something that has nothing to do with the corona vaccine. I would say before you upload anything, guys, before you tell people any information, make sure you carry out the proper research, because what you're just doing is basically giving the false information. There's no such a thing, guys. So be cool. The vaccine will be out very soon. It's already out in the European countries. People are taking it. They say it's 90+% effective, guys. So I'm sure that people who are more at risk will be the elderly people who are old, 60s, 70s. The immune system is quite weak. So that is, or people with the underlying health condition. If somebody goes to asthma, if somebody has a kidney problem, if somebody have heart condition, these kind of people who already have some kind of terminal illness in a way, they'll probably struggle with this virus. But hopefully, with the blessing of Almighty God, with the blessing of Almighty Allah, everything will be fine. Allah has never created a disease that it doesn't have the cure. So just remember that, guys. Quran and Hadith are there for us to read and to follow. So don't worry about it. Allah always given the knowledge and the blessing. So just be positive and be thankful to God. When your time is up, either you are get caught by a virus, you get hit by a car, or you are in a plane crash, or you in a sea, or you are ill with something, or one day everybody has to go, and we Muslims believe in that. And everybody has a day, everybody has to go, everybody has to leave this world one day. Whichever way they go, that's already written. Allah's already decided. So guys, be positive, pray to Allah, and that's all we can do. And Allah always says, the disappointment is a sin. Remember that disappointment is a sin. So always be positive, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to share your feedback, feel free to do so in the comment section below, guys. That belongs to you. You are more than welcome to give your feedback. I've also attached the link for the previous video, so you will understand what I'm talking about, guys. Any more questions, feel free, comment section, send your questions there, and I'll be very happy to answer. So until next time, I'll see you.